What is up, affiliates? Here in this video, I'm going to give you guys a quick little demo of the AI Prompt Agent Pro, what everything looks like in the back end, and I'm also going to show you what the upgrade looks like as well. All right, so when your users first log in, this is what they're going to see. They're literally going to see the Community Prompts tab. It's just going to take them in there immediately. And basically what this is, a library of community prompts. This is where I can build a prompt, you could build a prompt, your affiliate, your customers will build prompts, and they can share them in a community. So this is making this an ever-growing library of prompts that everybody gets to share in together. So if you find a really cool prompt or you hear about a good prompt and you want to copy it and put it into the system, it's easy to do. They can just copy and paste it right into the system. I'll show you how to do that in just a minute, but let's just look at a couple of these prompts and I'll show you exactly how this works. So there's all these different tags up here where you can scroll through these many different tags that you can go through. And basically each one is going to be different need or niche or whatever. There's also another way to look at some of these, as you can see, what are some of the top rated prompts. You could also look at what are the most popular prompts, and then you could look at the ones that you personally favorited. Now there's none here because this is a new account. I just set this up as a brand new account, so there wouldn't be any. So I'd actually have to look at some of these to see which one it is. But I could go to top rated, and this first one here says build your own Chrome extension. So if I clicked on that, here is the actual prompt itself. And the prompt is built also with variable text. So you can see all the little variables in right here, extension name. So I could put the extension name right here, and you'll see that's filling it out. Put the extension type, level, expertise, experience level, core functionality, user flow, and external integrations. And just you keep going through each of these until it's filled out. Once it's filled out, and then from that point, you can hit copy to clipboard. And now it's just copied this whole prompt to my clipboard. And I can go to ChatGPT, Gronk, Clyde, whatever the case may be, and copy that right in. And there is my prompt. And then I could go ahead and ask ChatGPT, what it's going to say. That's how simple it is. This is how it works. This is how simple it is. There's also a lot of really interesting and neat features, I think. One is like upvote. So if I like this prompt a lot, I could go ahead and upvote it. And then you'll see that it allows me to upvote. And then if I want to add it to favorites, you can see how many people have added it to favorites. I added it to favorites. I could also copy and share this socially, share via the app. I could copy it and share it wherever I want to share it. If I want to come back here and go to favorites, now you can see that it just saved that Chrome extension into my favorite. It saved that prompt into my favorite tab. So I would easily be able to come back. It just helps you organize this and easily come back to prompts that you might have been working on that you want to use more often and whatnot. The other thing you notice on the very bottom here, and this was just one we were playing with during testing, but this has all these comments. You can add comments here because it is a community. So when it comes to the community stuff, you can add comments throughout it. And then I can even reply to some of these comments and just say, yo, and put a little post on it. And now it's going to live inside there. Just kind of a fun way to operate in the system. Now, the other thing I want to show you guys before I get into how to build these things is prompts. If you go into prompts, you can see that there's nothing here yet. Now, these are my prompts. These are my private prompts. These are prompts I do not want to share into the community. And so from here, you can create your own prompts that you don't want to share. Maybe you're on X or you were on Facebook or somewhere and you saw this really incredible prompt and you want to keep it to yourself. Well, you have the option to actually keep those to yourself, and you can also share them privately as well. Say you have a team or something like that you want to share a prompt with, you could say, hey, don't share this to the community, but here's a prompt that I found. It's working really cool. It's amazing. And then they could become a user and they could see how this works. So you create your first prompt, or you can go here where it says new prompt. These will do the same thing. Basically what this is going to do is allow me to create my very own prompt. So from here, I would pick the top 3 different. From here, I can create whatever LLMs I want it to be working with. Perplexity, pick 3. I'd write a description on what it is. I'd write a category or select a category. Then I would go ahead and paste in my prompt here. And then it's going to scan for variables. And then from those variables, you'll be able to add the variables that you want. And then you can decide, is it private or public? You can add tags and you just hit create prompt. that prompt is going to pop up in your prompts, and you'll be able to upgrade that prompt into a community prompt if you want. The other thing is Pulse. And so what the Pulse is sort of like your dashboard of what's going on and as a community. It'll track your community growth, it'll track your prompt growth, it'll track how well some of your prompts are doing in the community. And so it's got engagement and interaction. So depending on what people and how you're using your prompts, so it shows that I've looked at, or I've used 5 prompts so far. Not a lot going on. I've given 1 heart, right? It's a brand new account, so not much going on. The other thing that's really fun about this too is that it's gamified. So we have 2 different badge types. We've got these, which are basically your master prompts, and then it tells you a path to level 1 architect. Requirements: create 1 original prompt, requires creating your own, not just saving other prompts. Use at least 1 prompt variable, like topic or tone, and save and publish it to the platform. So that right there just gets you enough to get started, to get you into the architect. And then there's also all of these achievement badges that you can level up with as well. And to get some of the higher levels, there's total badges, creation badges, sharing badges, and engagement badges. And so these are all just fun little things that you can do to go get through this. Now, the other thing is the upgrade. Let me log out and log into an account that has the upgrade. All right, so what I've gone ahead and did here is I just upgraded the account so you can see what this is. So the ChatGPT Vault, or the GPT Vault, is basically a vault that has custom GPTs. And if you don't know what a custom GPT is, it's basically a pre-programmed agent for a specific topic. So let's say I was working on a Mustang car, right? I could go and upload the Mustang car. What do you call it? I can get PDFs online that are all the user, all the mechanic booklets on the whole car, the inside out, the whole thing. And I could upload that into a custom GPT, so it's trained on a specific topic of working on Mustang cars. And basically, I could now interact with that GPT on anything pertaining to that car, and it's like working with an expert mechanic on the car. So it's super valuable in that sense. And because of that, you could use it in any industry. And I've been using it for copywriting, I've been using it for video building, I've been using it for contracts, I've been using it for real estate, how to underwrite a piece of real estate really fast instead of having to spend 30 minutes underwriting. I've used it for purchasing businesses and looking for cap rates and finding out if a business is a good deal on paper by just uploading the financials of that business. So that stuff like that is massively valuable for people. It gets them to the end result super fast, and that's what makes this a no-brainer for people to use. And so basically there's 2 different repositories in here. There's the public repository, and then there's the community repository. Now the public repository is public because I don't know if these are private. I don't know if if they live publicly, because you can create private and public custom GPTs inside of ChatGPT. Now, I do know for ones I personally built are private, and so whoever's using the app, they have the opportunity and the option to add their private ones that they've built, so it's just reciprocity for the whole group. And they can also add more to the public repository. Maybe they're using a public one that they really like. They can just add it in there, and it's super useful. So the other thing I could just say is there's hundreds in here, 286 right now. We're going to grow. This thing's probably going to grow to 1,000 before we know it. But there are all these different tags going, like all these tags. Computer's running a little slow, but you can see all these tags here. You could also look things up. So if I look up marketing, there's a bunch of different ones. Honest feedback GPT, get honest and objective feedback prior to marketing ideas. So if I clicked on this, it's actually going to open up this GPT for honest feedback. Now, of course, it'll have some questions once it loads up here. Still loaded here for whatever reason. But you provide honest feedback on my idea. I have a business that sells your offer. Rate your product idea and target audience. Can you suggest some improvements for? So some guy has this app or something like that, built this, and they shared it publicly, but basically you have access to that. Transformations, what else we got in here? No, nothing came up for that. Oh, probably because of the word. But if I do transforms, cartoonify me, interior GPT, draw to style, I guess it's a different type of transformation. Let's try recommendation. movie ender, screen campaign. So anyway, there's a lot of different ones in here for many different needs. I also have my own. I'm going to continue to add some more of my own that I've used, but here's an example of one that I built. And this one's about making viral videos. So I just took tons of data on viral videos that was available, uploaded PDFs into here, and then got it started. So I can hire a video editor or build a viral video. And so right here, it's going to create a blueprint for me for creating a viral video. So based on short form, exact, going viral isn't luck. This uses Danielle's framework, 80% scripting, improve competitors, longer, higher quality, better concept, viral ideas. So it just kind of goes through all this. So I use probably multiples of different people, but one of them was someone's framework that I found. Video idea, evergreen plus high curiosity, proven viral niche. So all this stuff that's going to help you out. So this is the first script that I created, and this is just an idea, but waking up at 4 a.m. won't make you rich, but this will. Almost every billionaire, from CEOs to founders, wake up before sunrise. But it's not about discipline. It's about psychological advantage. When you wake up before the world, your brain operates in a low noise mode. No messages, no notifications, no dopamine spikes. That's when high leverage decisions get made. And then here's some images, and there's some more scripts. So the secret isn't 4 a.m. So it's just giving you the script on making a viral video and giving you some ideas. But it's going to continue to go into, and it gives you some 10 more viral hooks for a video. So why millionaires read at night, why smart people avoid group chats, why rich people wear the same clothes, the 90-minute rule that built billionaires, the CEO that avoided morning meetings. So it's just going through all of these. But if you want, I can build a celebrity drama version, a real estate viral concept, a finance fear monger version. So basically, you could just say, hey, I want to create my own, use the same framework that you just showed me above, but here's what I'm writing it about. And then boom, you're literally creating your own viral videos from that one custom GPT. So that's how that works. Pretty much a no-brainer, super high valuable for people. The next thing is the Code Vibing Academy, the Pro Code Vibing Academy Access. This is basically a pro access, but it's built for beginners, people who don't know anything about vibe coding. But vibe coding is a very hot and relevant topic right now. This is going to get them in their first step to learning how to vibe code. And in here, there is 12 different trainings that they can see. Some of them are examples on how they can get started for free using like Google and Clyde I've got in here. And then these are like just some basic stuff. It lets people know how AI actually works. It's not just talking, it's how it works on the technical side. And then also how to be amazing at prompting, because the wonderful world of AI prompt engineering is probably really important, especially if they just bought a prompting tool set. So basically, they get access to all three of these trainings in the funnel, and you get commissions. It's very well thought out. And if you guys have any questions, need any help with anything, hit myself up or Todd. Todd's got his links on the page here. I've got one link in here as well. We've got a group. You should join the WhatsApp group if you can. But just be a part of this. Get any information you need, any help that you need, just let us know. Thanks.